On top of all the global catastrophes happening now, imagine the Titanic hitting that infamous Arctic iceberg in our age. How do you think would people know of it? Do you think the danger would have been averted if the Titanic hit the iceberg in 2020 instead of in 1912? In order to answer this question, we'll have to look at how media evolved over time and what factors triggered this evolution. Hello, sweethearts. Today we'll talk about Marshall McLuhan's brainchild theory, media ecology, otherwise known as the evolution of media theory. So, how do we define media and ecology? Media is a generic term for all human-invented technology that extends to range, speed, or channels of communication. On the other hand, ecology is defined as the environment in which the medium is used, what they are, and how they affect the society. Therefore, media ecology is the study of different personal and social environments created by the use of different communication technologies. In a nutshell, it pertains to the evolution of the medium in different ages. Herbert Marshall McLuhan, a 20th century principal media theorist, formally introduced the concept of media ecology in 1962 and explored it further in his 1964 book Understanding Media: The Extensions of Man. For McLuhan, the daily production and consumption of media, images, and content by global audiences enable us to form communities even with the absence of face-to-face interactions. In a now iconic paradoxical statement, "the medium is the message," McLuhan proposes that a communication medium is not something neutral. It does something to people. It takes hold of them. It rubs them off, it massages them and bumps them around, chiropractically as it were, more than the content of the message does. This is how McLuhan views the evolution of media. In the tribal age, the spoken word is immediate and alive, and the sense of hearing and smell are the dominant sensory receptors. The discovery of fire and smoke signals, cave paintings, and the invention of ancient writing systems such as the Egyptian hieroglyphs and the Filipino baybayin made communication possible. The age of literacy, on the other hand, is marked by the production of handwritten documents, usually penned by scribes or clergymen. Papyrus scrolls and ink were used, and a sense of sight becomes the dominant sensory receptor of the period. The print age is characterized by the development of complex mechanical tools, as well as the manufacturing of various products. With the invention of the printing press, and later on the typewriter, the publication of books and newspapers became easier and cheaper, thereby making reading accessible to many people. Long-distance communication is also made possible by the invention of the telegraph and telephone. Post was widely used everywhere. Electronic media, such as the radio and television, paved the way for the retribalization of the human race. Global villages became possible because people now have access to information even without leaving the comforts of their homes. Mass media, according to McLuhan, made it possible for people to be alone together. With the advent of social media, we have now entered what is more aptly called the digital age of communication. Electronic data has become personalized, and digital tribes forming around the most specialized ideas, beliefs, values, interests, and fetishes have now replaced the previous age's unified electronic tribes. Inspired by McLuhan's ideas, Neil Postman emphasizes the environments in which communication and technologies operate and spread information, and the effects these have on the receivers. Postman's media ecology approach asks three questions. What are the moral implications of this bargain? Are the consequences more humanistic or anti-humanistic? Do we as a society gain more than we lose? Or do we lose more than we gain? As a digital citizen, how would you answer these questions? That's something I leave for you to think about.